Dr. Hayworth, what is your position on fracking in New York?
Well, we just talked about the terrible problem we have with high energy prices here in the Hudson Valley, and not only that, but in fact the impact that our energy supply and our energy prices have on our global strength as well. And one reason Vladimir Putin is able to do what he's doing in Ukraine, which is another terrible pressure point in this global maelstrom that we see going on. He's able to do that because he supplies Western Europe with a large amount of their natural gas. There is no reason that we here in the United States cannot develop our natural gas supplies. It's the cleanest carbon energy that we have. And while we want to see ourselves eventually become as carbon independent as we can, that's a great goal and aspiration again in all of the above approach. Right now, we are relying on our carbon energy, and fracking would provide us with the natural gas that's the cleanest type of energy, the cleanest carbon we have. We ought to be developing those resources here in New York State. And we can do it sensibly and safely with accountability to our local communities. I care deeply about that as well. When folks in Minnesink and Orange County had a problem with a natural gas pipeline compressor station being located in their neighborhood, I fought side by side with them, because it's very important that we do these things in a way that makes sense for our communities as well. So this is a collaboration. This is working together across the aisle, side by side, neighbor to neighbor. We have got to get this done right. We've got to get it done smart, but we can do it. The state of New York is waiting for a boost. The Hudson Valley needs that energy. We need that relief, and we can achieve it, and I will fight for that with you and for you.
Congressman Maloney, what is your position on fracking in New York?
Let me just clean up one thing from the previous question, which is I also should have said that the chamber has been absolutely a wonderful partner in the fight on FERC, and I should have mentioned that right off the bat, because we can't do it without you. Listen, on fracking, here's the thing. We have two big issues in the Hudson Valley with all the energy exploration that's going on in the United States, and it's a good thing. Congresswoman Hayworth is right. We need to develop our own energy, and that's the most important thing we can do to get out of these foreign wars and keeping the price low for all of us and all of your businesses. But in the Hudson Valley, what we see is transmission. We see billions of gallons of Bakken crude oil moving down the Hudson River. We don't get a lot of benefit of that right here in the Hudson Valley. And we see a lot of transmission issues on fracked natural gas. And we absolutely have to be aware that our region is different than some of the areas where they want to do fracking more aggressively. We have the most sensitive water resources of any area in New York. We have the entire watershed for a metropolitan area of 20 million people, and the economy locally is based in large part on the beauty of our natural environment and on the pristine nature of those water resources. So I don't think fracking makes a lot of sense in the Hudson Valley, but what I've said is never in the Hudson Valley, and never till it's safe everywhere else. Now there's a lot of people doing it, and we have a lot of data on this, and I don't have any problem with developing our natural gas resources, and we absolutely need to use natural gas as a bridge to true renewables. And natural gas is the reason we have lowered our carbon emissions. People don't even know this in the United States. We have lowered our carbon emissions by the largest amount of any industrialized Western nation over the last few years, about 17%. And it's because we're moving away from coal to natural gas. That's a good thing. That helps us bring manufacturing back. That helps us make things in America. That helps all our small communities in the Hudson Valley. But how we do it, where we do it, how it impacts us, man, that is life or death for us. We have an oil spill on the Hudson River. I've been very active on this, on getting safer cars, on making sure the trains are running safe. We are going to see a disaster that we don't want to deal with. So we have to be smart about how we do it, even as we do it.